Hello, everybody. This is welcome to Irongeek Cast 111, Shotgun Javelin. How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm alive.
Caprico is a Muppet. And
what you say
alive.
about me?
He does kind of look like one of the Muppets that would be in that band of theirs. What was the name of that band?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, I thought it was the Dr. T band.
Yeah, I think he'd play bass, though.
I can play bass.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
The Muppets that would be in that band of theirs. What was that band? That wasn't supposed to
Yeah.
Never fails. Every week. Yeesh.
Hey, mute YouTube.
I have. I just did.
So my week, Teammaker. Hey, my week's been pretty good. Gonna be traveling up north next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But yeah, overall good week here so far. I've been working on a project for about 2 months. I am finally there's kind of phase 1, phase 2. So phase 1 completed this week successfully.
Yay.
So finally, so yeah, good stuff. Darren, how's your week?
Oh, kind of the same. It's just a lot of craziness figuring things out. So,
Addition, subtraction. I know it gets tough.
well, insurance is also a fun one too. So hooray!
Oh yes. The life of a striving businessman.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
I had to call my home insurance and go, "Hey, I'm looking to start a business," and they're like, yeah, that's not gonna work." And I'm like, "Fuck!" So I'm looking around again.
Oh, for different home insurance who will also cover business
Or,
related.
or at least who won't give a shit, who at least exclude that. So yeah.
Good luck.
Now, if they'll write it out as an exclusion, I'll work with that because I can at least assume the risk there. There's not a lot of risk to assume, but we'll see how that goes.
You know what you should try? Not stating what your business will be if you don't want, but call a couple guys who have the same business, say 2 counties over, where you wouldn't be much of a threat to their business,
Mm-hmm.
and potentially see, because they'd probably be willing to talk to you.
Yeah.
See
I
what
talked
insurance
to
they have.
one, and they basically said, "Oh, we didn't tell them." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not taking that risk."
Yeah. I can see that.
And the company names are
Screwed and I'm too. Nice.
I'm too.
Yes, I am too.
Yeah, because when it comes to having a home business, it's like here. So you got your normal everyday regular homeowner insurance, and then if you want to run a business that has a hidden little tax in it, and you'll notice that it'll be the same policy, roughly the same, but the cost of each one is different, and especially when it comes to business, insurance is a lot higher.
And maybe you just could get around it by having insurance over your products
Yeah,
specifically.
yeah, and that's why I said as long as the home insurance can just give an exclusion for that, saying it's not covered, then I'd be great because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have a lot of products, so it's like I can assume that risk, or if I have to, I can get a separate insurance policy for it and just assume it there. But
Exactly.
that's the problem. Is I even talked to my current insurance agent, and I was like, "Hey, can you do that?" And he's like, "No." I was like, "Fuck!" Like they wouldn't do it. So I was like, "Fuck."
Like, thanks, best friend.
Yeah, I know, right?
So glad I've been with you for so long, best friend.
That's only been 2 years. It hasn't been that long, but yeah, I'm like,
Hey,
yeah,
long enough he's made decent money.
yeah.
So, Jack, how's
Yeah.
your week been?
Stressful as always.
Yeah.
Dealing.
How's the weather?
It's
up
hot!
and down.
Oh, yeah, by the way, happy first day of spring. If you're out west or down south, you may be able to experience that. Up here, we don't.
Ha ha.
So,
Yeah.
so Cap, are you enjoying your first spring?
Yes, it is amazing. There are more than 2 seasons.
Oh well, yeah, that's true. I mean, you're not like down south, but
I'm
you know,
south enough.
being that you were from the Arctic,
Tundra.
yeah, yeah. Even if it was like 20 above, that'd still be a pretty decent spring for you.
Yeah, that's well, right now back home, back where I grew up, it is like right now it's 57. Back home it's whopping 48, which for us is actually higher than normal.
I
But
bet.
yeah, living here, it's really nice. I didn't have to walk out and feel like I was gonna lose my nose from it freezing off.
Man, I've wished so many times that would happen.
And what?
Oh, I got a snot and a half, so
Uh,
that's why I rarely look sideways on camera. Can't profile that thing out. Like, damn, his nose is half his head.
Yep. Nope. I was actually in Texas a couple of days ago, and it was like a whopping like 75 degrees, and I was like, "This is heaven."
Yeah, now
Yeah, now
just
Well-
wait till it's like August.
July and August. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you were there, but then a couple days before, it was down below. It was down to freezing. So it's kind of what I like to hear.
So the entire state closed.
No, it got close to freezing. It didn't like ice over. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
None of those insane overpasses were.
Oh
Ice.
yeah. That shit's no joke.
Yeah, no, it's not. It, like that stuff ices over. I can definitely see that just being like, I'm not going up there. Or I would be the one dude brave enough to go up there.
Do they allow chain? They don't allow chains in Texas, do they?
Nope.
Nope.
How,
Or
how about
studded tires.
or like studded snow tires?
Nope. Neither one of those.
Wow.
Is there a
Those
state
are-
that actually allows for that?
West
New
Virginia,
York.
I think, still does. Does
New
New
York.
York?
New York State does, yeah.
Okay. I know
Hmm.
Indiana, the year after I left, I think, banned studded snow tires.
So wait, Minnesota doesn't allow it?
No, Minnesota does not allow chains, studded tires, or anything like that.
The one place you think, but okay.
Well, here's the other thing too. Like we have like in every city, including small towns, there is a stockpile of salt just sitting there
Mm.
in the fall, waiting to be used for the rest of the year, basically.
Yeah, but too, whenever they get that
And the
salt
next
in the
one.
fall, that's essentially all they can get. Because there's like three
Yeah.
main salt mines in the north,
Yeah.
and one of them goes under Lake shit. Is it Lake Erie?
Like shit.
Yeah. I think two of them go under Lake Erie. One does on I think the Michigan side, and then one on the Canadian side,
I'm gonna
But
check
they
and see
actually
if
go-
Lake.
down under the lake, and that's where the salt mines are. It's pretty cool. But one started flooding last year or earlier this. Wait, what year is this? Yeah. So last year, 2018, one of them started getting flooding concerns, and so they were expecting to be able to get a lot less salt come winter 2018. I never did follow up and read up on it, but it was interesting whenever I read it like 6 months ago, because I never realized like the whole amount of salt for like a quarter of the U.S. comes from 3 mines, all within like 150 miles of each other.
Yeah, and we're talking like road salt, not like
Yes.
table salt.
Yeah. Yeah. Not Morton girl with an umbrella salt.
Yep. Yeah, so up there, no chains, no or not snow tires, or studded tires, because they will tear up the roads up there like that, and with the amount of moisture and the changing temperatures all the time, that'll eat into it real quick, and you'll probably end up stuck anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got rid of that, I think, back in the 80s, like late 80s.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that was even before Indiana.
yeah, like
You weren't
Because-
even born yet.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that's well before my time.
Yeah, like 20 years before your time.
Well, not that much, but okay.
I mean, you're 14. Admit it.
I mean, no.
Oh wait, no, you were 14 last year, so you're 15 this year.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay. Hey, listen, ladies. In 3 years, Cappy will be legal.
Yeah, somehow I got a job as a penetration tester.
Technically, depending on what state you're in, he'd be legal next year.
Yeah, and fun fact, in Minnesota, I think it's 16.
Yeah, in Indiana and Kentucky, it is also.
Yeah, I think in last time I looked, because
No, it's not. No, it's not. It is not. It is 16 with an asterisk, and here's where the asterisk comes into play. The age of consent, yes, it's 16 in Kentucky, but only under the circumstances that
if it's a relative,
if the other party is within the age of 18.
Oh.
So it's the Romeo and Juliet law.
Okay, so if the person under the age of consent is between 13 and 16 years old, they can legally consent to sex with someone that is less than 48 months or 4 years older than them in the state of Minnesota.
Wow.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, basically what Jack said. But yeah, so you can definitely do the 4-year Romeo and Juliet law and all that stuff. Which stupidly enough, I found that out from Transformers, but that's weird. It was like the fourth Transformers movie.
Yeah.
That was a dumb storyline, but whatever.
The one with Marky Mark?
Yeah, first Marky Mark.
Huh.
Yeah, because his daughter is like dating this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like Red Bull dude or whatever, but I don't know.
Yeah, that racing guy.
Yeah. Whatever.
Nice. Well, Adrian, how's your week been?
Same old shit, different day. Some private stuff, which I probably revealed in private. Basically, one of the things I've been doing recently is been watching a lot of cop stop videos, stuff like dash cams and personal cams on people.
Yeah.
And people do some dumb shit when the cops pull them over.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck you think you're going to do fighting the cops? Well, how do you think this is going to come out? If the cop says, get out of the car, get out of the car. If he says, stay in the car, stay in the fucking car. I don't get these people. And oh, gads, man. If you have a mouthy, let's say you have a girlfriend who's like shit talking the police officer while you're about to get arrested, that does not help at all.
It's like, honey, I love you, but shut the hell up.
Nope.
I'm breaking up with her right now. She ain't with me. No.
No, you just let her run her mouth, and and you just yes officer, no officer. And she's the one that winds up in cuffs, and you get a walk, and
That ship sailed. Run away, man. Run away.
Do y'all want to get into the show notes?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Show notes. Okay. Yeah. See? Show notes even have like a lyrical intro.
A little jingle.
That's right. Okay, so Boston Public Defender's Office was hit with ransomware. Ransomware. Ruck. I think that's how you pronounce it. R-Y-U-R or Y-R-U-K. Ruck. Ransomware.
Ruck. Or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Hit them.
It's dumb.
They apparently had pretty good backups from what I was reading. And they are working to restore all their systems. And yeah, I mean, but it took, I think it's been at least 2 weeks. So they may have good backups, but not an efficient, delivery system to recreate their servers and end user systems.
Well, and the other thing too, with public defender offices, they have to have paper copies as well. So work probably still will be getting done no matter what.
Some work.
Yeah.
I did read that quite a few cases have been put on hold
Hmm.
you know, and rescheduled until everything is back up and fully functional.
Right. Yeah, because it has entry here. One affected trial includes a case of a sexual assault against a child, which was set to go before a judge on March 25th. That case will not commence now until the end of May because of this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there are some cases that are like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
And that's probably a big trial.
I mean, maybe. I've seen stuff that I thought was going to be big that, I mean, you have to say what your thought of is on a big trial, though, you know? Because, like, a courtroom full and cameras, is that big? Or, you know, there's different types. But yeah, they got hit. Hydro, this was a fun one. Went through a couple different articles. This one had the better information, I felt. Company called, actually, what is their Norsk Hydro, one of the largest aluminum manufacturers globally, got hit with ransomware. And I liked it because this article actually put the ransomware demand, which those are getting harder to find here lately. But the ransomware started off saying there was a significant flaw in the security system of your company. No shit. You should be thankful that the flaw was exploited by serious people and not some rookies. They would have damaged all your data by mistake or for fun. So we did not damage. This is me paraphrasing now. We did not damage it by mistake or for fun. We just want your money. But it did take a couple of their plants offline for a while. It, I think, only hit Windows systems, but they also had scanners and such that stayed up and running. So a lot of their production still proceeded forward. And most likely, if ransomware was able to hit this many systems, it was probably an SMB attack.
Yeah, it says it was distributed all using the Active Directory services.
Oh, really? Okay.
First line of the article.
Oh, really? I missed that one.
Yeah. So Hydra was hit by an attack that appears to be distributed ransomware to endpoints by using companies' own Active Directory systems against it, which essentially will be doing things like SMB, which for the most part is just going to be most likely internal blue and just moving, having it laterally move throughout the network that way.
I mean, maybe, but whenever I see something that says Active Directory services, I would think that'd be potentially more group policy.
Could be that too.
You know, and if they did have access to group policy, then, you know, they already had been in the system, gained DA access, and then distributed via group policy.
Yeah. Hey, I follow the guy that they mentioned in here, Kevin Beaumont. Or yeah, Beaumont.
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Cool.
Actually, who does Kevin work for now? Did they mention that?
Nope. But yeah, what was
Kevin's? Yeah, Kevin's funny.
Yeah, he's got a fun Twitter. Go follow him, everyone, now. Gossy the dog.
Oh yeah, his shit, man, what is that called? The banner picture, whatever it's called on Twitter, is the I am being maybe not a shadow brokers. I love those stickers. I have one on my main Linux laptop. Oh, actually, I think I have one sitting right here. Yeah. So this right here. Let me see. Go back over here. Yeah. So can you see that?
A little lower. I am being maybe not a shadow broker.
Nice. Love it. Yeah, one of my favorite stickers. So, next up, but the Hydra one, yeah, it was. Hopefully, you saw this. It was getting plastered out all over Facebook and Twitter. So, And two, believe they're not paying the ransom. They're restoring from backups. So, yeah, fun stuff. Next.
Okay, one more thing. Locker Goga, which is the ransomware that the family of ransomware that is, does not have a spreader. It's not like WannaCry or not Petya. It has to be deployed by an attacker who already has admin access.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah.
So RDP.
Which whether you RDP, I mean, honestly, if I was just being lazy about it, I really would have thrown that straight into group policy and been done with it.
Yeah.
If you have access to the DCs, you can distribute it out to anything then.
Yeah. Domain controller group policy to own your network.
Yeah. That's I should have read up more on that ransomware because I think that's the first one that I've seen, at least in recent years, that does that.
Mm-hmm.
Because especially if you already have DA access, now you can guarantee everything in the domain, on login, on whatever, however you specify it, is going to get your application package.
Right. All right. That was my one last thing on Hydra because I just saw it when I was skimming through it.
Cool.
Right. I actually saw this one a couple days ago now.
You want to hit it?
I haven't read this particular article, but I will go ahead and do my best. So, zero-day flaws in Counter-Strike 1.6 lets malicious servers hack gamers' PCs. So you would connect to this to play the game, to a server to play the game, and it would download malware to your machine. It is important to note that this isn't Counter-Strike Source or Counter-Strike Global Offensive. This is the old version of Counter-Strike. This is like the modded version of Counter-Strike, the original mod. So according to researchers, Counter-Strike 1.6,
it's probably still the Counter-Strike that I have.
Yeah, probably. Which is if you bought Orange Box, that's what you got.
Yeah.
Which is now 2 decades old, contains unpatched multiple remote code execution vulnerabilities in its client software that let attackers execute arbitrary code on the gamer's computer as soon as they connect to a malicious server. It turned out that a Russian gaming server developer nicknamed Belanard, or Belanard, I don't care, has been exploiting these vulnerabilities in the wild to promote business and create a botnet of compromised gamer systems by infecting them with a custom Trojan. So basically, you would connect to it. That remote code execution vulnerability would then be exploited to then put in a call out to a CNC or a command and control box. And you now are just going through there. You are now a part of a botnet.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, I've been wondering about this for a while, and we've seen some stuff with games like old schools, like older like games. Like they're not like this isn't in support anymore. So, but people still play it because it's fun and it's what they remember. There's a nostalgia to it, but it doesn't take long for you to figure out that there's client or server to client things that are interesting, to say the least.
Oh yeah, it's straight two-way communication. I mean, you have very minimal, like, I think it's potentially less with modern games, but especially old ones. Yeah, I would stand up a CS server and we'd have a LAN one go in and other people can connect in and
yeah. There's also another game that I frequent called Arma 3, and that one is notorious for some of the hacks. One of the first they had a free-to-play version a while back, and I don't even know if it's still running, but someone wrote a client-side hack. You could hack it from your client, the server from your client.
Yeah.
So your code, or you would put your code into the game as a mod. That mod would then tell the server what to do, And somewhere I've got a picture where a guy made a flying swastika flaming cars
Nice.
in the sky. We all crashed the server within like 5 minutes, but there's still some weird ingenuity that was going on there. So
Very
yeah,
nice.
upgrade to playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
That's right.
Because this won't get fixed. Or spin up your own server to play with your buddies. Alrighty. Next up, we have Kathmandu clothing retailer probes possible card skimming data breach. That is a mouthful.
It really is. So this Kathmandu, I think is probably how it is. Yeah, I kind of thought it was a location, a place, but yeah, this is a retailer, and yeah, essentially, it's looking like it's going to come back to Mage Cart again. I mean, you guys keep using crappy systems, that's got crappy code. I mean, about the best thing I can say about this whole Mage Cart thing is make sure that you assess, hopefully quarterly, your vendors that you are using for different services. And Mage Cart has now been in the news. How long have we been talking about it? At least 6 months.
At least all year, and I think with Newegg it was right around the Christmas season.
Yeah, so at least 4 months. And if you are still using Mage Cart, I mean, you are assuming a massive amount of risk at this point.
Right.
Because you are going to get hit. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You will be hit.
And with Mage Cart, it's JavaScript. So when you are, say your site is externally facing and on the internet, and you're not blocking Shodan from scanning it, you're being indexed by Shodan right now. And that will show up in the results page for that host, for your host then.
Yeah, and I've said this a couple times. At the firewall side, block Shodan.
Yeah.
From scanning. And I think I've said this too. So if you, as a security researcher, utilize Shodan, okay, that's fine. Shodan actually has two different sides. Their scanning portal is a range of different IP addresses that I don't remember off the top of my head, but their internal access is a separate IP range, completely separate. So you can still access Shodan to do your research and still block Shodan scanning from scanning any of your public facing items if you want. And nobody should allow Shodan to scan any of their crap if at all possible, because that's where script kiddies are getting all their data.
Yep.
And some APT, advanced threat actors are getting it there. But I mean, all the script kiddies are.
I mean, think of it this way too. I mean, the less you want to have the least amount of information out there about your systems as possible.
Yeah.
So
have a small footprint.
Yeah. So if I can see you're running XYZ ports and I don't even have to scan you, that one saves me on time and also is a huge information disclosure not a huge information disclosure. It gives me a better map of what is actually running on that system.
Yeah. Agreed.
And this is also in New Zealand. So any New Zealanders listening to the cast, be warned.
Be warned. Yeah, and this next one is out of Singapore. So that's we hear about Singapore here and there. But unprotected database exposes private data of over 800,000 blood donors in Singapore.
Ooh, what kind of information is within a blood donor?
It's still going to be everything that us stateside would consider pie, which was last Thursday, right?
Pie Day?
Yeah.
Yes, last Thursday. Had to really slowly move my mouse over to the calendar real quick.
You know, you should really throw some more RAM and upgrade your system and do all that so your mouse moves faster. Oh, wait. Sorry. That was the in between the ears thing. So, so yeah, Expose was blood donors' names, gender, blood group, height, weight, NRIC number, which I'm assuming is something specific to Singapore, amount of blood donations, dates of the last 3 blood donations. Oh, it actually didn't include medical or contact detail, which is interesting that they are not potentially capturing donors' contact information, you know, to get them to donate again. So let's see if there's anything else fun in here. Just say done without just say approval. Yeah. So don't point your databases towards the freaking internet. And I didn't include it on the show notes, but how many was it? It was quite a few Box. So are you guys familiar with Box?
Box?
Yeah,
Box?
BOX. Yeah. So like different companies use it for web-based storage, things like that. And there were quite a few Box databases where it wasn't necessarily Box's fault, but the individuals configuring, you know, the Box interface and the outward-facing connection left a lot of Box databases open and, again, Shodan, completely accessible and scannable from the internet. So that's out there too.
It's just me. So I'm just looking at their website and I was looking at like their products and everything, and they have what you call it? They have all these.
That's a good candy bar. Whatchamacallit.
Whatchamacallit?
It is a good candy bar.
They have all these companies here. So like Toyota, IBM, GE, Gap, Eurostar, and Coca-Cola. To me, that's like, okay, but they're on like everything. They're like
quite a few, yeah.
They're like using everything for that. It's just weird, but totally off topic.
Well, I mean, but still, they're showing their biggest clients, their largest, most notable namely recognized clients.
Right.
But yeah, they are on everything.
Eurostar. I'm pretty sure that's
It's like a big pizza place, right?
No. Eurostar is the
American Idol of
train.
Europe.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
No, it's not. It's the I'm like, that's the train system.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the train system that runs the channel, I guess, is what you call that. It's the tunnel that it's the tunnel that runs from Paris to London and goes through the channel.
Yeah.
Thus it's called the channel, apparently. But yeah, I also recognized it because when I lived in the Netherlands, they also service stuff there. So I'm like, that looks familiar. Cool.
Yeah. And apparently, too, I didn't look it up again, but some of the internal Box employees, this affected too, some of their systems. So Box, even internally, you need apparently better documentation because even some of your employees don't get their private databases set up correctly.
Dun, 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 DevOps.
Bum, bum, bum.
All right. So that looks like it's it for the breach report, unless there's more things that I am missing on my screen. Let's just check the show notes.
No more breach.
No more breach.
Vulnerable stuff.
Yeah, so 19-year-old WinRAR vulnerability leads to 100 malware exploits. 100!
Who still uses WinRAR? That's what I was wondering.
Yeah,
I do. Believe
do
it
you?
or not. Yeah. It has its uses. I mean, you know those old school abandonwares aren't gonna unzip themselves.
I mean, but like 7-zip. It does almost everything and more, though.
No comment.
No, there's a reason why I won't use 7-zip, but we won't get into
Okay.
Got it.
They pissed me off that one time.
Yeah.
They were talking about my mom.
So last month it was.
I'm saying me personally, not you, Jack.
Oh my gosh, let me read the article. All right. Last month it was discovered that WinRAR, the software that is used to open up .zip archive files, has been vulnerable for the last 19 years. Who'd have thought? To a bug that's easily exploitable by hackers and malware distributors.
Yeah, because they got those massive, like 2 devs working on it 1 hour a week.
Yeah, right. Checkpoint, the security researchers that revealed the WinRAR bug, that is really hard to say,
Yes.
explained that the software is exploited by giving malicious files to a RAR extension, so that when opened, they can automatically extract malware programs. These programs are installed in the PC's startup folder, allowing them to start running anytime the computer is turned on, all without the user's knowledge. So similar to how WannaCry would work, where it would copy things into the startup file or startup directory. Same kind of concept here. Once the bug was disclosed, however, hacker groups really began using it to their advantage, with various nations becoming the target of state-backed cyber espionage campaigns attempting to collect intelligence. The latest comes from McAfee, the software security firm, and also the weirdest Twitter page on Twitter, which notes that it has identified over 100 unique exploits that use the WinRAR bug, most of them targeting the United States. It has been patched, and there's a patch that was released late in January this year, and it must be manually downloaded and installed from the website, leaving most users unaware of the critical update.
Hence why we threw it on the show notes.
Yeah, and also,
if you have WinRAR, it's not going to automatically update. And grab this patch, go download it. I mean, like we did 50 years ago with WinRAR, and install the flipping patch.
20, your age,
it's WinRAR. I'm just like, I can't believe anybody's still using it, but if they do, Jack,
you gotta check your math. You gotta check your math skills, bro. Aren't you in like sales or something? I thought you guys were supposed to be good at numbers.
Oh, I am.
Oh wait, no, you're good at faking numbers.
Hey, I'm embellishing.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. So yeah, just update WinRAR because that's a big deal, and that's something that on older machines, especially on older machines too, because that's going to be something like it. If you get access to it in any capacity, and they see WinRAR, it's going to be like, hey, I'm going to open this up, or you're going to be using that in phishing. This is going to be used in phishing. They're going to say, hey, open up this RAR file or whatever.
Yeah. It's like having a Windows XP system in your environment.
Yeah.
You know, or Server 03.
Windows 2000.
Yeah, 2000. I mean, but honestly, like, since I lived through NoPeta, NoPeta did nothing to Windows 2000 systems. But the 03 systems, it ripped through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to go for like most. Well, didn't that go through 03 all the way up to like unpatched 2012?
03 to 2008. I don't think it affected 2012.
Okay.
I don't think.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
Yeah, for some reason I thought it went up to 2012, but
it may have.
I don't know. Everyone and their mom was trying to exploit Eternal Blue at that point, so
yeah.
Bad rabbit.
My gosh, I was in the delivery room with my wife, and I'm getting a telephone call whenever Bad Rabbit hit. I'm like, I don't know. Talk to the systems guy and find out if they've been patched everything.
I am here watching my wife give birth.
My wife is giving birth right now.
Yes, she's breaking my hand while the doctor's saying push.
Yes. And like I'm getting phone calls on freaking Bad Rabbit.
Ransomware. It affects your daily life.
The good old days, man.
That's like a really good like commercial for. That's like that would be a good commercial.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be like a Geico commercial or what Aflac. You know,
There's trust
somewhere.
New.
Yeah, somewhere there is a commercial.
That's a good like joke commercial for like for a security ops center.
Yeah.
We have 24/7 monitoring. Guy gets a call, leaves his wife, goes outside to a laptop, VPNs in, or goes back to the office.
Yeah. Okay, no further comment because that I did not go into the office though.
Oh man. So that's patch WinRAR, go download it, reinstall it, all that fun stuff. It's old software, you can use 7-zip to do the exact same thing. I don't know.
And two, I did want to hit, since we're pretty much done with breach and vulnerability stuff.
Okay.
614con, if you're in the Columbus or Central Ohio area, 614con's good con. They just opened for event registration. So that just went live today. DerbyCon, call for papers went out. Started this week.
I was about to mention that. Yep.
Yeah. So if you want to speak at Derby, and I guarantee there are just going to be so many talk submissions this year. It's going to be outrageous. But if you want to try to speak at Derby, call for papers has gone out. So.
Yay.
And the people rejoiced.
Yeah. I'm going to try and finish up my paper and then send that out, but we'll see.
I haven't even started. I don't know how long or they're going to leave it open.
It's until June.
Oh, really? Leaving it open until June? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, good. So, maybe I will actually write mine up then and submit it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Another con news for me. I will be at B-Sides KC, which is in about a month here. About a month here. So you want to come hang out, Cappy? That's where I'll be.
Yeah, he's only like 6'8", and
not that tall.
Looks like Bigfoot. So
I do not.
Just probably less chest hair.
No, I look like the Geico caveman's kid.
Oh, that is true. His super tall kid.
The Geico caveman's tall, skinny kid. Yeah.
Yes. What were you saying, Adrian?
I was going to say, I didn't think he was that hairy.
I'm not even going to ask.
From the head up. Yeah.
Oh, I could have made that a really bad joke.
You could have. But this is a family channel.
Is it?
No.
Now, when I left y'all two, y'all were fully clothed.
What, him and Adrian?
No.
All right. Well, you want to go on to the next bit?
Sure.
This goes to the role of something darker. The whole Christchurch massacre in New Zealand.
Yeah.
My saying Christchurch is like the biggest city in the southern island of New Zealand. Someone decided to go there and shoot up 2 mosques. Understanding is he killed 42 prayers at one mosque and 7 at another one, and then one of them died in the hospital after the fact. I'm not sure which mosque they were in. At the second mosque, the guy was semi-chased off by someone who threw a cash register at the guy. And later on, after the gunman dropped one of his guns, that particular practitioner picked it up and figured out it was empty. And he ran up to the shooter's car, which had already had a shotgun blast through the front of it, which you can see in the video, and basically threw it like a javelin through the car window. And the guy headed off, as my understanding. apparently the guy's motives, he's some kind of ethno-nationalist, and he saw certain lands as white lands, certain lands as Jewish lands, certain lands as Muslim lands, and he wanted basically an ethno state. If you read his manifesto, it's chock full of memes, and the guy spent way too much time on 4chan and 8chan.
Yeah.
More than that in a bit, but not some of the shit was like tongue in cheek, but people was talking shit. Like he said something like Candace Owens radicalized him, but he didn't want to go to some of her extremes. Candace Owens is a black conservative lady, so obviously not someone who would probably actually radicalize a right separatist. And she has some of the most common milquetoast conservative beliefs out there. But people were running with it like it wasn't a joke because people are fucking stupid. People keep calling him right wing, or he was radicalized by some kind of conservative group, but the guy apparently does not like capitalists, thinks conservatism is dead, had some bit of an affinity for the possibility of socialism depending on who was running it, and referred to himself as an eco-fascist. So this was one weird psycho duck, and he's still, the entire manifesto is like full of memes and various weird ass shit. His problem, he was complaining a lot about white genocide, basically the idea that the birth rate of white people isn't maintaining enough, and that they will be replaced by other groups of people. That was basically his huge beef. So he decided to start killing a lot of motherfuckers, which is very unfortunate. Then the unfortunate fallout of this shit is people confront Chelsea Clinton, saying that her rhetoric about anti-Semitism on the part of Omar, was it Congresswoman Omar, helped cause the massacre. And I'm like, bullshit. She said some very basic shit about Omar, and the idea that you cannot criticize Islam at all or it causes massacres is bullshit. And people have also, New Zealand's course, one of the reasons the shooter did what he did was to cause political strife amongst people. Like one of the things he wanted to do was try to people in the U.S. to do a gun grab, which would cause the other side to fight back and start kind of a
revolution,
civil war, revolution of sorts.
Yeah.
So all that has happened in the United States, but New Zealand's making noise about banning all semi-automatic weapons, which would be most modern firearms.
Yeah.
They've also started. For one, they banned the video that the guy made, and he has like what is it? Was it a 14-minute video or something of the shooting, which is damn brutal. But this is one guy who got found distributing that video, and he has the possibility of a 14-year prison sentence for sharing a video.
Was that the guy in Florida?
No.
They were threatening.
They couldn't do it in Florida, man. We don't have those laws.
Yeah,
it was a New Zealand guy.
Oh, okay.
The video's been widely shared. They're out there. Same thing goes with the manifesto, I believe, as far as sharing it. Also, they've censored 4chan, 8chan, I think a site called Zero Hedge, and BitChute, which is a video service that I actually use because it's anti-censorship. So New Zealand's like blocking and banning a shitload of stuff and generally going draconian on it. I can certainly understand why some people would want to see the video and read the manifesto, because if you hear just what the media says about it, it kind of doesn't exactly properly portray as politics, because his politics were freaking weird. Like I said, an eco-fascist who doesn't like conservatives or capitalism. People keep saying Trump has something to do with it, but in the manifesto itself, he says he likes Trump as a symbol, but as far as policies, he says something like "God no."
Yeah, he trolled. Like throughout the manifesto, he trolled 100%. But there were certain parts where he put his intent and his hope, and yeah, like you said, hoping to influence the U.S. on gun regulation and everything like that.
Yeah, but I don't know how much he's influenced the U.S. as far as that's concerned. But he has definitely influenced New Zealand, and a lot of people, I think, playing into his hands as far as causing strife and conflict. Like you have some dumb fucks saying you need to take these people off the platform or get them out of the society or something like that. And he lists like people like Ben Shapiro and several others. I think maybe Jordan Peterson was one of them. And I'm like, no. The whole idea that because a massacre like that happens, you can never criticize an ideology is just asinine.
Mm-hmm.
But people will go along with that. Also, there's also things being underreported, like the massacre of various other religions in Nigeria. A bunch of Christians are apparently getting ganked by Islam. That's got Muslims, but that's not getting a whole lot of news.
Yeah.
This one does, but how do you put this way? What terrorism gets what news seems to be largely dependent on who's killing who and where.
Yeah, and this past weekend, there was a shooting in Utrecht, Netherlands, which was about a 10-minute train ride, not even, away from where I was living. And 4 people, I think, died in that, and about 10 were injured. Utrecht shooting. And the Dutch government does think that that was there was some sort of terror motive in it. And yeah, and the guy just basically shot up a tram, and so 2 of the 3 people who died have been named. So 3 people have died, and I believe a few more were injured. But yeah, and that got like maybe an hour's worth of like screen
Coverage.
time. Yeah, I mean, like there's like stuff going on with it, but usually the Dutch government kind of keeps this stuff on wraps, and they've got a good police presence there, I guess.
Censorship presence there.
Something. There's some weird stuff, but
yeah. I think on average, like Christians globally, a Christian is killed on average every 6 minutes for being a Christian. You know, obviously not really all that much here in the U.S., but whenever you get to like one of the guys I know is from the Sudan, came here, was educated, went back to the Sudan, but he's opened a couple churches. He's a pastor, and I mean, I think he's lost somewhere 30 to 40 people from his congregation over the years.
Yep.
Yeah. But and even like January, the southern part of the Philippines, of the Filipino islands, there's probably 15 to 20 islands down there that are primarily Muslim now. And so any of the Christians, well, back in January, I think it was a bombing that killed 40 or 50 different Christian families there. And some of the southern Philippine islands are now kind of like, what do they call the Muslim extremists? So, but it's happening all over the world now.
Oh, I know exactly where this is. That Utrecht shooting. I've been at. I was like a year ago. I've like today or so. I was at that junction. Oh, that's weird.
Interesting.
Yeah. The only reason I heard about it was because one of my friends was in that area, and because Utrecht is a party city. So there's a lot of
is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, so a lot of people go down there to party. They come from pretty much anywhere. There's a couple colleges within about a 10-minute train ride as well from there. So it's a real fun place to hang out. And on a Monday night, it still is just packed. So it's nuts. One of my friends was down there, and she's like, "I'm good. I'm safe. Nope, I'm good." I'm like, "Wait, what's going on?"
Oh, and Credo on YouTube is saying that the guy in Holland was meant to have left a note claiming the Christchurch shooting was the reason he shot up the tram.
No freaking way.
Well, do you see in where was that?
That's
what was it in Israel where a group was going out handing out sweets and stuff like that, like because You know, because like in Islam, you have it's like the Sunnis and the this and that, but you have kind of two separate sides in different areas. But there were Muslim guys, even though Muslim people were killed, which I don't know. I don't get all that, but they were praising essentially and thankful that this attack happened. So I don't get that. I've read through the story and I still don't get why, you know, two people of the same faith are still like, well, what were the two groups? The Sunnis and the
Shiites, but
Shiites.
yeah, but I mean,
But they're both still Muslim, you know.
look, it just comes down the deep core of their divide is over which direction Islam was supposed to take after Muhammad's death.
Yeah.
One backed one son and one backed the other, and that's the cause of the split.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's it.
I did not know that. Interesting. Okay.
And so that's why one side believes that they're the true way, and so on and so forth, and that's why they're at odds.
Huh.
And it's fucking stupid.
Interesting. Nice. Look at that. Jack's learning me. Okay.
Yeah, I think what they're going to do though, the whole censorship of everything and the whole banning of guns and all this shit, I think that's only going to work to radicalize more people.
Yeah,
but I think it'll only stay down there. There's zero chance I can come up here. I mean, they wanted to come up here. Democrats would love to, you have to register your freaking bullets, but there's no chance that is ever going to happen.
Okay, I'll register my bullets, but it better not be on digital form. I will do it. I will do the paperwork. I will fill out every single piece of paper on what happens to every single one of my bullets. Don't get mad when it's beer bottles and it's in the side of a hill somewhere.
And yeah, censorship does equal Web 3.0. Okay, you guys want to move on to other stuff?
Yeah.
So actually, first thing I added on here was in regard to Christchurch. Scammers are capitalizing on the Christchurch attack. So there are currently quite a few, even globally, crap, what's a telethon? Fundraising efforts going on that are legitimate to help the families and, families of victims and things like that of the attack. But, as with any tragedy, natural disaster, air blowing through the wind, scammers are capitalizing on it. So they're trying to get people to donate to their own personal accounts, as opposed to going to a legitimate relief or, a legitimate source. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. That's one of those, if you have friends, family, and they normally would give to help people like this, natural event victims, stuff like that. Maybe pass the word on to them that heighten your shields, because you are who they are currently targeting.
Shields up, number one.
Exactly. It's a trap. See how I did that?
Same thing.
I just went from Star Trek to Star Wars. Wasn't that awesome?
Activate front deflector shields. Too late!
It's a trap. Okay, who threw this on here? Successful use of shake and stir across mobile networks.
that was me. So it's a new protocol that AT&T and Comcast have used across each other, and this was on their live network. This is not in the lab, so keep in mind this was done in basically a real environment from one server to another.
You got to remember, they said $20 is $20.
Okay.
What?
That makes no sense in the context.
Between the two of them.
God damn it.
Okay. So Shaken stands for signature-based handling of asserted information using tokens, and STIR is secure telephone identity revisited. Basically, it's a series of protocols that uses SSL or at least certificate-based encryption to verify who each operator says they are. So if someone sends a phone call from one network to another, that operator will give a cert. They'll give a JSON list of here's the number that they're calling, here's the number they're originating from, here's the subscriber ID, here's the proof of Yahoo AR, here's the confidence of who they are. The second link actually has more information, like really deep diving into that into the protocol. But basically, it's a good way to help fight a lot of the problems we're having with telephone scammers, which will use spoofed calls, spoofed numbers, things like that. I'm sure everyone out there has gotten those calls where it'll be from the same area code as yours, but in reality, it's from a call center in India or somewhere else abroad, and they're trying to get your social security number or credit card information or sell you junk or whatever.
Email.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Yeah, I never even paid for college. I'm still trying to get that college loan that, they swear I have. And I mean, that's perfectly fine if I have it. Like, send me the money. I mean, they just will not send me the money. I've been trying.
But yeah, this is a great way to help combat that, because as it is right now, we can, carriers can caller ID spoof all fucking day long, and there isn't a lot you can do to fix it. So
yeah, so to round it out, is it actually, that's carrier level, right? Like, there's nothing we can do end user type of level. Like, this is straight carrier. Hopefully it starts spreading out more.
Yeah,
get more of it implemented.
Like I said, currently it's through AT&T and Comcast. I'm sure others will take it up if they adopt it and it shows successful. Others will adopt it. It says the FTC, which is a U.S. organization, so if you're abroad, well, kind of SOL. But the FTC has been pushing for the, and they've actually imposed a hard deadline of the end of 2019 to implement the protocol. So they're going to have some pressure to do it. So that will probably help as well.
And I can't help to say I'm kind of hoping that whenever some of these other carriers implement, that they only go with shaken and not necessarily stir, so that they can call it James Bond.
Da-da-da-da.
And so it will be shaken, not stirred.
What's up, everyone? Yep.
Hey, look at that. Charles knows how to make an entrance.
Man,
he does it better or as good as any woman I know.
Oh! Woo! Man,
you're welcome.
Heavy.
Hey, birthday boy.
Hey, how goes it? Yeah, feeling fine at 39. Bow.
Feeling fine at 39.
Yeah,
I like it.
No, I had the time of my life today, man. My wife just gave me an awesome outing, and we had cake and just me, her, and the little one, man. We just had a good time and just enjoyed. I'm just overly ecstatic. I don't
know what that's like with you, because I mean you may be overly ecstatic right now, but to me that seems normal for you.
How? Somebody's asking how? How?
I'm stuck.
I mean you're already
how do I
at like a 10. How you've always been around a 10. How did you actually get above that 10? Like, how did you conquer that threshold?
Oh my goodness! When I just start screaming out, "You gotta believe!" I just get I guess that's above a 10. But
we're turning it up to 11 tonight.
Oh, look at that! Pow, 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 pow. Yeah, you know what, man? I got out. I went out today. I went to, of course, I went to Starbucks. They made me the Care Bear drink. So,
because you're special, now they made you the Care Bear drink.
Yes. So They started calling the Care. So it's a strawberry. It's like called seriously strawberry, but they add like real strawberries and stuff for me, and a slice of ice cream in it.
Yeah.
That's not really the normal ingredients, but they call it the Care Bear just for me because they know I like that stuff. And then one day I did come in wearing the Care Bear T-shirt, so I do have a Sunshine Bear T-shirt. So
I like it.
It's crazy because I walked in, people was like, "What the hell? Like, where did he get that T-shirt? You know, it's like, where did he get that T-shirt from?" I know that's what they were thinking. They just don't want to say it, but and like the Starbucks, the one I always go to, they was like, "Oh my God, Charles, that's it. This drink that you're drinking is gonna be called the Care Bear." Just because that T-shirt. And every time I come in there, I say, "Can I get the Care Bear?" And people behind me be like, start laughing. They be like, "What the hell is the Care Bear?" And I just bring it up. I'm like, you know, like, and this one lady, I have to tell the story. And this one young lady, when I first started seeing her come in Starbucks, she always had like a mean look on her face, right? And then I asked her one day, I said, let me get this straight. It's not Monday. It's not real. It's morning, but it's not cold. It's a nice day. People are happy. Why you not happy? That's what I said to her, right? And she just like burst out, started laughing. She said, oh my God, it just made my day. I said, yeah, why you not happy? Look at that smile. Smile. I said, you'd be surprised what that does. You'd be surprised. You know what? I take life even more so now from a kid's perspective, the simplistic approach. Everything is simple in a kid's mind. Everything. There's nothing that's impossible. Think about it. And as hackers, we kind of think in a similar kid's mindset. We think that nothing's impossible. We are superheroes. We are adventurous. And we think that nothing can stop us. We're invincible when it comes to learning and bypassing security controls or even defending in that matter.
If that's the case, I was a really cynical kid.
Yes. So, I mean, it's a simplistic...
not denying it. Just yells yes.
Yes. Hey. You gotta, hey, the first step to anything is admitting it. And my daughter just opened the door.
Woo!
Hey, you
Not
are
that
on
time.
video.
Daughter's opening the door.
Yeah.
Yay.
Hey, say hi.
Hi.
Say hi. Yeah.
She's like, hey, there's Uncle Israel.
Yeah, say Uncle Israel. Say hey.
Hey.
Look at her. She's like, hey. She's trying to get to the computer.
And she got the cute little bow in her hair tonight.
Yeah, she is rocking.
Hey, Daddy dresses her.
Yeah, I do.
Charles is all about the accessories.
Listen, I'm making sure she don't come blind. I said, yeah, I do. Nah, man, accessories are important though. Yeah, they are. Yes. But yeah, I just, like I said, today was just yes, Sugar Bear. Yeah, so today was just an awesome day, man. Just had a good time, had fun, and then just like I said, keep it simple. Oh my God, hold on for a second. She's got the lotion. I'll be right back.
Oh yes, yep. Charles is 100% a dad. Yep.
We are live.
Hold on. Shoot. Be right back.
Okay. Love it.
I'm taking. Simone's gonna be making a little bit of a mess here.
Yeah, she's trying. I mean, my boy tries to do the exact same thing, and I mean, we have to be hawks on him constantly. Man.
Welcome to another reason why I don't want kids ever.
Wait, but I mean, it's not really that bad.
No. Like, yeah, having him is worth way more than having to put up with a little bit right now. Hey,
Yes,
Charles, so I totally have to ask. Your
Yes.
desk is about the same height as mine.
Yeah.
How much free range does she have in there on a consistent basis?
Holy crap. Oh my god.
I mean, because my desk is my son's Mount Everest. Like, if he can conquer this thing and get everything off of here, like,
Yeah,
he has conquered the world.
Yeah, like she'll get the dolls. She's scared of Dr. Wiley though.
Oh, well, that's good. You should get like 50 more of them.
Yeah, I know, right? Just to keep her. Now, eventually she'll grow out of that too. But she's poor.
Nice.
I had to save this guy today because she had his arm up and just like spreading him out like that. I was like, oh no. So I saved his life today.
Yeah,
because I came in. I said, oh, what's going on here? So yeah, we are live. So anybody that saw the lotion incident. Yes.
Oh no, she got the lotion.
She got the lotion. That was gonna be a messy explosion if I hadn't got.
Hey, lotion is way better than like a chocolate syrup or regular syrup. Yeah.
When she was squeezing the bottom, that thing's about to explode like a volcano. Thank God I grabbed it. It'd have been all over the place. Make you think crazy stuff. And I know the Jack somewhere giggling.
Why do you have lotion in your computer room?
What do you think, dude?
No. That's not what you do. That's not what you do, man.
No.
Not there. Not now.
No. I was getting ready for work this morning. And I had to lotion myself because I don't want to be ashy. Thank you.
Hey, see, I would have said it, but I didn't want to go there because I'm nice. But...
Look at
Nah.
This is what happens after you shower.
You know what? It stays like my lotions and stuff. It's in the shower, man. It's
I know, really.
It was just one of those things, man. You know how that goes.
Charles, I was going to say, the first time you actually have an explosion on air, because last time we heard an explosion.
I don't know what you're talking about, young man.
You put the lotion on Charles, or else it gets the hose again.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I used to have a coworker that, during the day. No, not that.
When he used to destroy keyboards or something?
He was putting lotion on his elbow. He was using lotion it was nuts. I've known a lot of guys who use lotion. I have never seen anybody use his. He had to have a $40 a week lotion budget. Oh my gosh. Every time you turn around, he's talking about his lotion.
Oh, I don't know about that one, bro. Now that's scary when they constantly talk about the lotion. I know lotion feel good and all, but you put it on, you keep it going. You don't keep talking about it. That's scary.
I learned way more about lotion than I ever wanted to know about lotion. There's oil-based lotion. There's water-based lotion. Like, I got educated.
Lubriderm.
I got educated on lotion.
Well, I prefer cocoa butter, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, I got cocoa butter. I got shea butter. I got that mango peach shea butter. Woo, that's the potent.
Woo, it makes Charles smell good.
That's the hey. I'm gonna shout him out on air.
Anyone that says we don't have diversity is wrong. Because we have a black woman on the show.
Hey, look here. Look here. I got that 100% natural shea butter.
Dude, that right there looks expensive.
Yes, it is. That thing like $20 a can,
that
baby.
Fancy packaging. Yeah, that looks expensive.
And it's 100% legit shea butter.
For probably $1 worth of shea butter.
$20, and this thing had lasted me for 3 months.
Really?
Yeah.
Not bad.
Nah, because you gotta, and I still got a lot left. You apply a little bit, and it just does the job. You be like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I'll be back down in a bit. I gotta go.
Lotion.
Lotion up.
Love you, bro.
I'm clipping that tonight. Oh my god, she's got the lotion.
Yeah. Oh man, that is crazy. Because I was like this. I was like, yeah, blah, blah. I thought, oh.
That's going on Twitter. That's going on Twitter, man.
You know what? Put it on Twitter, man. That's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's hilarious, man. Hey, man, we gotta laugh. We gotta have fun, man. These are real situations. I'll tell you, the adventures, man. We have adventures.
Heck yeah.
Adventures on the Irongeek cast. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yes.
The adventures of BSD Bandit in his natural form. But I had
a parent.
Yeah, parental form. Yes.
Yes.
But food-wise today, I've been on a roll. I had a whole jar I had a whole jar of kale and pineapple. Oh,
Together,
yeah. I blended it.
Not in a blender though. Just
In the blender. No, I blended in the blender. Yeah, I put a bunch of raw kale and.
Did you make? Do you have a juicer?
Yeah, I have a juicer too, but I like blending up the drinks. So, and I got the Ninja blender that crushes the ice as well. So,
yeah,
man. Yeah. Oh no, not even the bullet, like the big,
shit,
massive one.
Yeah.
Like how they use that tropical smoothie. I got one of those.
Yeah.
But do you also got the bullet like?
I got the travel bullet. Yeah.
No. Like the ones that you can put in the big boy and it can make the bullet. You know.
No, I don't have that one. I just have the separate one. I know the one you're talking about. No, I don't have that one. That one it wasn't too bad, but I didn't get it. I just went ahead and just got the big one and the travel one whenever I want. But yeah, today just kale, sliced cold pineapples. You could see like the smoke coming from the coldness of the ice and the
I'm like,
man.
You could see the smoke because I broke it.
Oh man, I mean the cold
motor
air,
burn up. It was amazing.
You can see the cold air just coming from the pineapples. Oh man, had me up there singing like how Madonna was, "Tropical Island Breeze." Whoo! Yeah, La Vista Bonita. Classic song. Excuse me.
So
Had a moment.
So the kale, does it bring like a bitterness?
No, the pineapple takes care of that.
I mean, but kale is bitter though, right?
Yeah, alone, yeah, it's bitter.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, the pineapple gives it that kick where it's drinkable. Because I like to start drinking more of my veggies. Thanks, Dave, for the keto research. He's been posting some amazing. Yeah, he's been posting some amazing stuff on keto.
Yeah, he's been doing keto for I think 3 months now, somewhere in there.
Yeah. Like I'm not fully deep into the keto. I'm just drinking more of my veggies as opposed to trying to eat them raw.
I'm actually going to be starting up keto or trying to start up keto here soon. So
yeah, you really need to lose some weight. I mean, you are like 8% body fat. That is just way too big.
Damn it, Shamu.
Yeah. No, because I have some stomach issues or some digestive
you just want to change
issues. Yeah, I'm trying something else because when I was in Europe, it was like I had an appetite and I was eating healthy and healthier. I came back and then I felt like I was always sick all the time after I ate.
Yeah, you got to get used to all that.
Yeah, it's those preservatives. I had the same thing after 2.5 years. Like, oh God, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I also might have an onset like autoimmune disorder. So
yeah, you just want to try something different.
Yeah,
healing.
Yeah. So just trying keto, cutting carbs, and just eating mostly meat and getting more veggies and stuff like that. But and cutting carbs and all that, which I'm gonna miss mashed potatoes. But
hey man, you won't miss it if you ain't have it in a while.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's seriously. And I was talking to somebody about this today. It's more of a mental thing because if you don't miss something like today. Matter of fact, I haven't had coffee all day. I had no coffee.
You shut your mouth.
No, I kid you not. Yeah,
But I thought you had that thing at Starbucks.
No, that's not coffee. It was just like a strawberry smoothie type thing.
Huh.
It wasn't any macchiato or anything. No coffee or anything today. I didn't have anything.
Did you? Nope, nothing. I didn't have anything. I swear.
No. And then I've just been
nothing.
And I've been sipping. This has been my water bottle for the last 2 days because it lights up. So this makes me
show the pretty lights. Ooh,
yeah.
pretty.
Yeah. Thank you, Nova Hackers. You guys are awesome. Move it.
Yeah, my current water bottle. My current water bottle is a Black Hat Europe 2016 that I got from my buddy.
Yeah,
nice.
I did not go to Black Hat.
Hey, I'm out here shouting out Twitter handles. I love it. Oh,
I'll be at Black Hat this year, so
yeah,
guys,
I think we're trying to get down there, but I don't know.
Cool.
Guys and gals, if you are a VI person, and I want to say this on there, if you're a VI person or a VAM person, check out Vim Golf. Oh, I'm addicted. It's like
are you still playing?
Yes, yes. I love it so much. I've learned it's crazy because I've learned even more new tricks with Vim just doing this.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my keys, and I took a look at my keystrokes after I submit the challenge. I'm like, oh, I did all that. And it's just like, yeah. So it's just helping me get insanely better with that editor. It makes me fall all in love again. I think I'm gonna reinstall Nerd Tree tonight. Yeah.
Nice.
I love it.
Real quick, back on the food. I did want to mention to anybody watching, we're not a food show, but
no.
if you go into any normal supermarket, the places where you gain weight will be the aisles, freestanding aisles, and the places where you eat healthier will be the exterior of the store. 90% of the time, the exterior store is going to have your fresh fruits, your fresh vegetables, your meat, your everything like that. The inside is where a lot of the preservatives and the pre-manufactured foods and your frozen foods and all that junk occurs, and that's where a lot of weight gain happens. So if you can try and do it, try to shop essentially the rim of the supermarket and stay out of that central area, and that will help.
Yeah. Anytime you hear the refrigerator slam and it sticks, those are not good foods. I'm talking about that's the frozen food section. You open up, it's all click. And
come on, but it says hungry man, and I'm a hungry man.
Mm-hmm. Hungry man, and who God knows what that is we're eating. Oops. Could be lotion.
Hey, I just found out. I didn't realize I like cat, but apparently I like cat.
No wonder I meow in the morning.
Yeah.
Speaking of interesting foods, I actually tried fried. I think it was fried gator. Yeah.
How was it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, gator's good.
Yeah, gator. It's like if you eat it tastes like chicken.
It tastes like chicken, but it's more rubbery.
Yeah, it's just got a different texture. It's really, really good. And it's got a really good feel to it. I don't know.
There's a lot of meat to a gator tail.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of meat to a gator.
Fried went to a Cajun place, and then I had a fried or Cajun steak right after that. Oof. So good.
Yeah, only place around here. I think I can get some fresh stuff at the Creekside Outpost, which is this little weird shop that's right next to the university I used to be at, but it's out away from anything else that's commercial. It's weird. That place, but there's also a place called Storm and Crab that opened up recently that serves Cajun. It's got really good boils, which are too much work though. But they have like some kind of alligator bites that are really good.
Yeah, if I go out to eat, I don't want to, work for my food.
Yeah.
Like that's why crab legs and stuff like
I get crawfish etouffee usually. That's easy to eat.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, we got one more entry on the other stuff.
Yeah, other stuff. 2 Texas towns, emergency warning systems taken offline due to breach. Who threw this?
That was me.
Dun, dun.
Yeah.
Dun,
So
dun.
apparently, in 2 towns just south of Dallas, had their so back out here in the south, we have warning sirens that go off for tornadoes and also air raid too. Mostly tornadoes. And
Wait, you have
someone
more tornadoes than air raids?
yeah,
Huh.
believe it
Yeah.
or not.
Who'd have thought?
But those were actually internet controlled, and they were actually taken offline. Well, they were at least internet accessible. I wouldn't say controlled. They were internet accessible. At least I should clarify. And they were
I have a
breached.
remote controller over here. Yep, there goes that system.
Well, they were breached, and the sirens were sounded for like 3 hours straight. I think it was like last Monday, and eventually they got in there and shut them off because they're like, oh yeah. The really scary part was actually we actually had a series of really bad storms hit us last week, and actually in some locations they had like a F1 tornado, and even in
Really?
places that didn't get hit with tornadoes, it was like an F0 in terms of damage. So we had a really bad thunderstorm line hit us.
Nice.
So that was like right before that even happened too. So that was even better. And actually, I also linked to a event that happened a couple years ago as a see previous event where someone in Dallas made all like 135 of the sirens go off for like 4 hours straight.
Wow.
And that one was actually not an internet hack. That one was a replay attack because most sirens are controlled via radio link. Because if the internet is down, you need a way to signal them, and radio links will do that. Now they use CTCSS, which is a code tone continuous squelch system, where basically you modulate the sound of the tone a certain way, and it's a form of security as well as other authentication codes. But basically, someone heard the code being used. They knew the frequency. They got the code being used, and then replayed it. And they basically made the sirens all go off that way.
Nice.
Yeah, we had that happen a couple years ago, and that was another fun bit happening. So
That's awesome.
Infrastructure being hacked.
Yeah, speaking on those lines, you know the thing in some cities where they have the traffic lights, and if the police sirens or ambulance are coming through, it'll automatically turn the lights green?
Yep.
Here in Columbus, I've never seen that happen.
Well, sometimes they'll use a siren, but most of them will have a little device in the dash that will actually emit a series of pulses that will the traffic cameras have those little sensors on them, and if it sees that pulse, it will change.
Yeah.
So they can do some of them as well. I think we'll do like each car is low jacked or geotagged. So if it detects sirens on and you're approaching this intersection, change the lights to allow them to go through.
Yeah.
So some cities I know are experimenting with that, but I don't know how popular that is yet.
Yeah, because I'm kind of hoping it becomes more popular for personal reasons. Because I mean, you don't want to screw stuff up, but from a research perspective, that is pretty fun.
Well, you can find those. I don't know what the hell they're called, with those little light systems. You can find them. Obviously, possession and use of one, unless you're qualified, is
very illegal.
Crime. Yeah. But you can find them. It's like you can find radio jammers. I mean, yeah, their use is illegal, but you can find them. So
yeah.
We actually had a talk presented by Bill Swearingen, who started SecKC. He did a full thing on what are they called? The speed detectors, speed guns, and how to defeat them. And he basically you can buy like an emitter. There's plenty of things out there, but you can buy an emitter that will emit a certain signal that will be caught.
Different than a jammer?
Yeah. So I highly recommend looking at his talk. It's on YouTube. It was a good one. I was there in person for it. It was really cool.
I was there personally.
No, I was there in person. I didn't say personally. That wouldn't make any sense. Duh.
This is why you're 14.
I may be 14, but I ain't stupid.
you know what love is.
I know
I'm
what
not a
love
s-
is.
I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is. Brought to you by Duff Beer.
Wow. That was
yeah.
a great transition.
I know, man. Oh my goodness. I'm just Woo, I'm on something today.
Yes.
Life.
Live.
Life is like a box of chocolates. I've actually never seen that movie all the way through. Now that I think about
you
it,
should watch it. You should
Yeah,
watch it.
I always end up like watching it from Vietnam.
Especially when he yells at the guy in front of Jenny, and he said, you know what I think? I think you need to go back to Gumbo, Alabama. I was like, oh, go ahead, Forrest, stick up for your girl. And he did it. He was, it's crazy. You know what? It's crazy how it imitates real life. Just take out all the historical events that happen. How many guys did you know that keep messing with a girl that's constantly just the community girl? If that makes sense.
It's kind of a depressing story when you actually look at it,
Yeah.
without sentimental eyes and shit.
Yeah.
She had a bad childhood, but she kept fucking up.
Yeah. And that's what led her to her early grave, unfortunately, in that movie. And you got to look at it from a mental state too, because like you said, she had a bad childhood. Her father constantly raped her and stuff like that. So, and that's why when they tore the house down, she started throwing rocks at the house and stuff like that. It just brought her back to a place.
Yep.
And Forrest, what did he do? Sweet, kind soul. He tore the house down.
Yep.
That was their way of being vindicated. And then she just felt like she just had to keep going. She was in search of love. She was just trying to.
Hey, Charles.
Yeah.
I need love.
Like a milk dud.
Come on.
Yeah.
LL Cool J.
Look, I need love like milk dud. Mellow yellow. I got the mellow yellow in my mind. I don't know why, but
nice.
Right now, in my mind, I'm in Tennessee right now for some reason. In my mind,
nice.
Is that the only place you can get mellow yellow? I know there's some regional.
No, it's regional. It's just that's where I first heard about mellow yellow. So every time I hear or see like a mellow yellow with Dusty Rose commercial, I always go back to being that little kid in Tennessee drinking mellow yellows, cut off shorts and no shoes, and running around in the backyard.
Have you ever had?
Yeah.
You ever have L8?
Yes.
Yes,
L8 one.
I have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, that's only really common in I think Kentucky and maybe Tennessee.
Yeah. It's and I think some Hoosiers really like it, and some Ohioans, but just because they went to Kentucky.
Okay. Well, I know one thing. The best rival games I ever seen was between Purdue and Indiana. Whew.
Oh yeah, the old Oak and Bucket.
Yep. The first time I heard about when I went to Indianapolis for the first time ever in 2012, right?
Yeah.
And I went to the Purdue and Indiana game, and afterwards, a lot of people hung out. It was like this bar in downtown Indy, and then you just see all the Purdue people on one side, all the Indianapolis on another. And you could just sense the tension.
Yeah.
When I had to go to the bathroom, I was an Indy fan. When I had to sit on the other side, I was a Purdue fan. So I'm glad the police. I'm glad law enforcement was there.
Charles goes both ways.
Oh, you are jabbing tonight, man. He's on it.
I'm on it. Something
man,
I did.
Tell you got a lotion incident. This what happened.
Yeah. See, you shouldn't have bbrought all that lotion out. Something I did want to do. We have a few people watching over on YouTube right now.
Okay.
Want to throw up 2-3 minutes, guys over on YouTube. If you have any questions for us, throw them out. Be more than happy to answer them. Preferably not about Charles and his lotion.
Yeah.
If any security, any hacking, anything.
Stop the damn pop-up.
Irongeek's choice of music.
Beautiful, by the way.
Any questions?
Yeah. Jason, I got your email. I'm definitely going to reply to the email. Me and Adrian got your email on that one. So we're going to get you squared away, my friend. Just trying to give you the right solution.
With the right lotion.
Yeah. And
What
Crito,
was Jason's question in regard to?
and Crito, it's about password management.
Okay.
Yeah. And Crito, Emacs with Evil, is that like a game or something? Just like kind of similar to like Vim Golf, or that's just something you just made up? Just curious. And Jay, SDR is fun. Software defined radio is fun.
It is.
I would suggest anybody, especially the crazy Wi-Fi guys out there like myself, please, you'll do yourself a disservice if you don't play around with some software defined radio. Oh, Emacs with VI key bindings. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Now that's going both ways. That's really going both ways.
Yeah. There's Emacs. Yeah, there's Emacs extensions that you can
that's
have
going both
the
ways right there.
Vim keybinds. Yeah, I have to set those up on my box.
Yeah, wait. You got Emacs on your box?
Well, so most of the guys,
Yours is like trader.
most of the guys at my job, when we're writing up documentation or anything, we're using Emacs and creating .org files.
Okay.
I have no idea how to write those. But they're using them all in Emacs, and Emacs is the way that we kind of look at them. I've just been using them like Atom, but Atom, like with org files, you can have like collapsible indexes. So like each tab indent is kind of like it's like a drop down, I guess.
Okay.
Item. But if you're using something like a text editor like Atom, it just opens up the entire thing. And sometimes our things are like, oh yeah, this is like a 1,000-line document or something like that. So finding stuff and reading it is fun. But yeah, I gotta get my Emacs all configured with that.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Because I am a Vim guy.
Ooh, look at you. No, I'm gonna install Emacs and play.
Have fun. I died.
I don't know. I'm just they're like, what? Yes.
Actually, the first time, so funny, my first interaction with Emacs was actually when I was trying to learn Clojure. Which is like, it's like better Java. It's weird. It's a programming language that you can compile down into jar files.
Oh, okay.
Or into Java code, and real weird niche there. But I was doing it with my dad, and he gave me this book to use, and it said, "Oh, we're gonna learn Emacs," and I'm like, "Oh no." So then I started doing it. I'm like, Control B to do this and this, and then I'm like, what the heck am I doing?
But you know what? It's no different when you did VI.
Yeah. VI was just like trial and error until I eventually
trial and terror.
Yeah. We'll go with that. That first time that I did git commit and Vim popped up, and I was like, what the hell? How do I do this? And I was like, tried typing something in the ASDF. Nope, nothing showing up. And then I did like this, and then it said insert. I'm like, oh, okay. Now everything's typing. This is weird. How do I stop typing now? Because I'll just keep typing. And then I would Control C out of it. I'm like, how do I commit with a message? And then I found the command line option to do it. Just tack M quote and then whatever you just did.
Nice.
And then end quote, of course.
Oh, and also want to put out there's a call for paper. open for DerbyCon, so please submit if you have call for papers out.
If you have a paper that needs to be
called yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
8675309.
Yes. I will be calling about my room tomorrow.
Why?
Oh, nice.
Did your wife kick you out?
Oh, for those dates, yes, I'm out. I'll be in Louisville, baby.
It's a Louisville.
It's Louisville. Louisville. Get it right.
I thought it was.
I'm sorry. It's Louisville. Yes.
I thought it was Louisville.
Not Louisville.
Or is it Louisville?
Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville.
I thought it was Louisville. Not Louisville.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it just depends. It just depends on how much attitude you want to put into it. So, like, if you're from the East End, it's Louisville. If you're from
South, people really pronounce it as Louisville.
Yeah.
Oh my!
If you're from the East End, yeah, that's how you pronounce it. If you're from the West, if you're from Valley Station, South End, some parts of PRP, it's Louisville, and it's just.
I'm tempted to just like break down the word and go like all kindergarten on everyone real quick, just to be like.
And you'll catch the rage real quick if you do it wrong.
Can I say Maryland?
Maryland.
No, I thought it was Murderland.
That too, but yeah. According to Fox 5 News.
Lou, okay, yeah,
Lulu.
Because the U is silent, but then there's an E on the end.
Just picture there's a bunch of marbles in your mouth and then say it.
Louisville.
Yeah. No. I'm like breaking it down because you have the O that then gets changed to instead of just to an oo because of the I. The U is silent ish or Lou. Because OU makes the oo.
This has been English 101 with Cappy.
Yeah, I know. The E at the end.
Mellow Yellow.
I thought it was Carlos Jr. But no.
The E.
Cappy Mill will mellow your yellow.
Go ahead.
God damn it. The E then should be giving the I, that first I, the E sound. So Louisville. And then the last I just gets dropped off. But that is not normal. So actually, you should be saying it Louisville.
No, not Louisville.
If we're following all the rules.
Aren't there two L's?
But it's the 502. No rules apply.
Yeah, no rules apply.
Yes, but the E would not make the I long.
Now, question. So,
and I suck at English.
There's a lot of things that I missed in my education. No, I'm kidding.
Say, Adrian.
Yes.
So, are you gonna put out a well, I know I'm volunteering for video. Are you gonna put out a volunteer video list for DerbyCon?
I mean, I have a list. I keep using.
You have a list already?
Yeah. Okay. And I keep reusing the same people each year. And I just invite the ones from last year back to the next year. And if I can't make it, I find alternatives.
Yeah. Well, I'm in. And also, too, I'm definitely in for Charm. If you're still doing Charm, right?
Charm.
Yeah. I just got my plane ticket today.
So I will see you at
Charm. Yeah, Charm is nice. Standpoint, I get a direct flight in the Baltimore airport.
Okay. So I'll just meet you up there. That's a 45-minute ride for me, bro.
Oh, cool. Guys, I have another place to be here shortly, so I'm gonna stop the cast. I'm gonna leave the stream going as far as y'all. Well, so y'all can keep talking if you want.
Yeah, that's fine.
Everybody, see y'all next week.
All right.
Good night.
Have a good rest of the week, everybody.
Right.